Where do you want to start, niggas?
I like my Buggy
Alright.
versus Evil argument.
Well, what is your
Your
argument?
what argument?
Buggy versus Whitebeard Jr. I don't
I'm
even know.
taking Buggy in 3 rounds.
Me too, actually.
Yo, Loki, I feel like there's just been too much hype for Buggy. I feel like Oda's gonna throw him into some shit. Like he's gonna do some legendary shit by accident, and then the government's gonna be like, oh, "I knew he was powerful," and they're gonna give his bounty like fucking something astronomical. It's gonna be like $1 billion or some shit.
That'd be the best possible way of doing it. You ever watch One Punch Man? You know King?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It'll be just like that, bro. It'll be just like that.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I don't know, man. You think he would just get all the credit at the end of the day? And they would be like, yo, we all know Luffy grabbed him, but this nigga Buggy, he's the real dude. He's really the king.
Bro, look at this man Usopp is worth 200 million, bro. Like, I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
It is reasonable.
I don't know, cause Usopp still deserved it. Like, what do you mean? He freed like an entire country from being toys, bro. That's like
How, bro?
something big.
How? By getting his ass beat.
They didn't know how. In the world, they're like, yo, this dude saved everybody. They say
he ate a hot sauce plate, bro.
It worked.
It's not about why or how, right? It just did.
It's only did it work. Look, I mean, but think about it low key. Like, Usopp is the weakest Straw Hat. Or okay, not the weakest.
That's not true.
He's one of the weaker ones. He's one of the weaker ones.
He's bottom two. He's bottom two.
He's
bottom two.
He's a.
It's like
he's
Chopper,
a joke basically on the Straw Hat.
right
But
there.
if you think about him compared to like the average pirate, like all the people they were fighting on the other side of the Grand Line, come on, like not in New World, but like he could probably solo the bosses from like the first half at this point, couldn't he? Think about it.
I mean,
no. What? You said he could do it himself? You think he's beat a crocodile, bro?
Honestly, yeah.
No one's going to be a crocodile. We're gonna fuck out of here. You crazy?
Think about this, bro. All it took with Luffy to just make it so he could hit Crocodile and he won. So Usopp could hit him. He got hockey. He'll fuck him up.
Bro, how is it when Crocodile does
his hockey on his fist, bro? He can't actually break through the Logia for him. He can't break his Logia for him, bro. Come on.
Okay. Let me think about it this way. Can we all admit that Crocodile, when he fought Luffy, is not as powerful as he is depicted later in the series? Like, I don't know if Oda changed his mind.
I agree.
I disagree with that. No, I don't disagree. I guess niggas didn't dump buckets of water on him, but it was like a lucky win that he had the water. And then after that, he's still brolic. If Luffy didn't have water, he was fucked. He was gonna win. He's still just as powerful as he was before.
Okay. Either I'm just saying, like, I feel like that win at that point from how Crocodile's supposed to be isn't all that well deserved.
No, it's not.
And so all I'm saying is Usopp now could probably give him a run for his money, even if you say you don't win. Like, all he has to do is think about the ass whoopings he's took over this series, and he didn't die. He could probably take an ass whooping for real now, and we know for a fact if he can land a good shot, he can do damage. So I don't know.
I'm kind of agreeing now. I actually agree with Jackson, bro. Like, imagine he was just dumping buckets of water on this nigga. He's smart. Like, he would do bad smart shit.
Hang on. Right. All right, I know this nigga's smart. What my hesitation here is the fact that like Crocodile's kind of quick, bro. Like, he's able to he's able to clash with Doflamingo, bro, in terms of like raw strength. Like, when they were in the War of the Best, they hit that quick little like the hook on the foot shit. You know what I mean? And in terms of like durability, I mean, he took many hits from Luffy before he fucking went down. So like, I don't think Usopp has the damage potential to like the damage output to put this man away. Like, he could harm him, just like how he scratched Luffy during their fight. We all saw how that turned out.
Man.
All right, that's fair. This we got so sidetracked, but yeah, no, that's true. I don't even know what we're supposed to be talking about.
Who cares, bro? We could get to what the whole. I put the title as 1002 discussion or predictions, but we don't even have to do that, bro. I put and more, bro. That means we can really fuck around, bro.
We should do that at some point, but like,
I will tell you though, one boss that I do think this man could solo is Don Krieg. I think he could fuck up Don Krieg by himself.
I mean, Don Krieg's just like Usopp, bro. They got shitty underhanded tactics that are really smart. But I also feel like Usopp can't take a hit like that, bro.
I don't think Don Krieg is gonna be able to touch that nigga. He was not quick. He was pretty slow. He just had big ass fucking strong ass moves. I think he's just gonna leave himself open, and then Usopp's gonna take him out. I think he's got something in the arsenal that can pierce that armor.
Hockey.
You actually,
that man needs to learn.
You got the observation. You don't got anything more than that, does he?
Always the answer.
Does he have more than that? Does he? I thought he only had observation hockey. It's not like he's coding his fist, bro. Unless maybe he can. Maybe he can.
That shit'll bloom in the middle of the fight. You know how this shit works. Plot and all that.
You've never seen him actually offensively use the shit.
Have we seen somebody use hockey on projectiles?
No.
Rayleigh did. Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's
when they went to Marineford, he was just holding some bullets. Like, he just had a crate and he was tossing them up like marbles. There were 3 cannonballs, so he just fucking threw them at that shit, and all the cannonballs blew up. Because he put some hockey on the bullets.
Just throwing shit like Garp throwing cannonballs.
Yeah, I was
Garp throwing cannonballs, but there was hockey on that.
Yeah, but like, he just had brute strength, and it's a cannonball, bro. Like, physics don't work that way that a bullet's gonna take out a cannonball, nigga. That don't make no sense.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right. All he got to do is take out hockey on them speeds, bro, and it's a wrap.
That could just be
raw strength in
itself, though.
I agree.
It doesn't have to be hockey,
like,
bro.
Put some hockey into the fucking slingshot so he could pull it way harder than he should be able to, or something like that. I don't know.
True.
There's ways. There's ways if Oda wants to make this man, have an upgrade. Although I think he's gonna keep him a joke, but we'll see.
Probably.
I will say our girl Dami has gotten mad strong in recent memory, though, bro. Like, now that she got Zeus, she's a fucking force, dog.
She's still bottom 3, bro. It doesn't matter.
She is, but that bottom 3 ain't bad, bro. And honestly, Chopper can still whop niggas. If you catch Chopper in the wrong moment, he will fuck you up.
Yeah, on a relative scale.
If you sleep on him.
Bro, those are bottom 3 out of everybody, bro. At the end of the day, it's the bottom 3.
True.
Like, they're great, but like, of course, that makes a good team, bro. It's still scrubs relatively, but they're great. Like, they're still scrubs, though.
I would like to do a Straw Hats ranking video, because that'd be kind of interesting. It's like, who's stronger, Brooke or Frankie? I don't know. I'd like to discuss it.
Yeah, I'd be down.
It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting.
Also, it's Frankie, bro.
Too,
Frankie, bro.
Where you putting Jinbei?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Cause
like is Jinbei, are you putting Jinbei above or below Zoro?
Oh, he's below Zoro. I'll put him above Sanji.
Sure,
I'm not gonna lie.
You can't say that. You cannot say that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll put him above Sanji. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll put him above Sanji.
That's the
but like Zoro, I feel like Oda loves Zoro, but I feel like he has not faced the proper challenge yet. He needs to like show some of this Kaido fight. Like, but I feel like he's got some juice.
I will say
Jinbei's 2 right now.
I will say this. I'm gonna tell you why I think he's below Zoro, because when Luffy fucking destroyed Spedo's fucking like hockey candy wall
with the red dog.
Yeah, like when the wall went up, Jinbei was like, mind you, Jinbei was on Big Mom's crew, bro, so he knows this nigga very well. And he was like, "Oh, is that the wall he put up? Nah, we out." Like, he was like, "Get out, let's go around it. Fuck this shit." And Luffy was like, "Nah," and he broke that shit. And Jinbei was like, "Damn, he really broke that shit." So, just from that interaction, I was like, "All right, already in that moment, Luffy over Jinbei. I knew that."
I mean,
I
still don't even agree with that, honestly. I still don't agree with that. Cause look, remember when Big Mom's on the ship? Big Mom's on the ship. Jinbei's like, "Yo, get the fuck off this ship," and pieces her off the ship. Just literally punches the shit out of her. Ain't nobody ever touched her to that point. Even now, actually, nobody's touched her to that point. Luffy got wiped out by Gear 4 doing that shit.
All right, that's fair, but
he's stronger now. He's definitely stronger now. Luffy won Jinbei 2.
It affects the water in the body, though. He's got that bloodbending bullshit going on, so like, it's not like complete.
Yeah, so so he can't break candy walls, but if he hits you, you die.
He's still Big Mom, bro. That's a bigger achievement. Although he shoots malnourished and shit, but still, he's at least top 2. I think he's 2. We haven't seen anything from Zoro. Jackson's right. We haven't seen anything from Zoro to prove it yet, except for Enma. But he hasn't even done anything with Enma.
I feel like it's been hinted at very strongly. Like, he's had some fights, but like, we didn't really see him like sweat. This most recent one with I forgot his name already, but doing the Tengu mask, right? Fuck that.
I mean, he fought
Come
Killer.
on, you gonna come up from behind?
He fought Killer.
Like he did fight.
Yeah, but Killer's kind of.
The Killer,
look who Killer's captain is.
I consider him nerfed at that moment.
You really hate Kid. We could say that Kid's stronger than Zoro. I think that's a thing we could say. I do think it's possible. I'm not sure, but
is he?
I don't think so, but we don't actually know. If Kid had hockey, we would say he's stronger than Zoro, but we don't even know if he has it, honestly.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. His robot looks cooler now, but like, how much stronger is it?
I know. I feel like it makes sense in his character to be like, yeah, I'm not Luffy. I'm not training with you, bro. But he's like, you could have trained with him. You could have been brolic. You could have learned all this shit, too.
But you know what? Ryan raised a good point to me a couple weeks ago, or maybe this was in the chat, but like, did you ever notice that it didn't seem like nobody else really trains? Like, no. Besides, there's like two
nobody, bro.
Train. It's like who actually go like, all right, I gotta get stronger. It's Zoro like and Luffy.
Yeah,
that's it. They're the only people who are like, all right, let's go put in some reps so I can
honestly makes Sanji all the more.
Stop training though. He's brolic now. He's still pretty brolic.
I mean, minus the time skip. Like niggas don't train otherwise, but like they show mad clips of Zoro just working out. You know what I mean? Like he's always trying to do something in the meantime.
Yeah, like the weights on and swinging the weights.
Sanji's training, it wasn't even legit training because he didn't go there to train. He was just running away from the trans people the whole time. He didn't fight them or anything. He didn't practice his technique or anything. All the developments he made in the new world are just him coming up with them on the spot and to be stronger. All he got was a stronger leg.
Yo, he fought Eva, and Eva pieced him up too, and he was like, shit.
Eva is strong as shit,
Eva is
honestly.
Pretty strong, and he destroyed Sanji. Sanji was like, alright, maybe I should just learn by running, apparently. But he did, get some fighting in. Eva whopped the hell out of him. But, yeah, I mean, to be fair, but I think the timeline of the series after time skip has only been a month or two. It's not really all their training was done in the time skip, and that's all they needed. It's all they needed. They only needed 2 years, and they've only been fighting for months now.
I thought Curry alone was 2 weeks.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I thought he was in prison for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, he was.
2 weeks, yeah, but I think the total time of the current timeline has only been a couple of months after time skip. It's not been that long.
Yeah, a couple months. Not
a couple months.
I'm saying they don't need to train because they trained for 2 years. They're all brolic. They don't really need more until they're like, Luffy needs more. Luffy needs to have more. 2 people
were really training though. Everybody else was doing some other shit that just so happens, out of pure luck. Like, oh damn, I'm gonna stumble across some plants that eat people. Usopp wasn't training. He
clearly did weight training, bro. Clearly. He came back.
But did he?
He came back brolic. He actually had muscles and shit. I was like, okay.
Brolic compared to who, bro? Those are some Yamcha muscles, bro. Them shit's all ornamental. You can't actually do nothing. You know what I mean?
I love it.
If you want a regular nigga, he punches lights out. Come on. If you want a regular guy, he would destroy them.
Yeah, but they ain't no regular niggas in the story no more, bros. That shit ain't helping nobody.
He's like a buff human. He's trying to think of a good example. He's like Michael B. Jordan, you feel me? Except a little more buff. He's like Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan, a little bit stronger.
Bro, I think Usopp versus Michael B. Jordan is a low diff fight for my name, Michael B.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yo, you're a hater. Why you do? You would just say Usopp could beat niggas.
Black Panther Michael B. Or just regular.
Oh no, Creed. Okay. No, Creed Michael B. Creed
Michael B. Yeah.
I think Usopp's shaped like that too. He's pretty wide, honestly. I don't know.
I mean, this goes back to my point before. Even the weakest Straw Hat is stronger than gotta be most pirates at this point, right?
Oh, for sure.
The strongest fodder in the world are probably the fodder on Kaido's team, and none of the Straw Hats are struggling with them. So they're at least a tier above, your regular male pirate. If you're a Marine and you roll up on Usopp, you'll probably just faint.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he'd piece you all up.
Because you're gonna be like, yeah, let's do that $200 million, buried bounty. if I fight him, I'll probably explode or some shit. Like, motherfuckers can see the future in this world.
You need like a
I'm
decent
not
devil
trying.
fruit to beat Chopper. Like, you need at least a decent devil fruit. Like, you can't be a guy with a gun and being like, I got this, you know?
Yeah, like once he whips out that kung fu point, bro, Chopper will fuck most niggas up, bro.
Has he not used Monster Point yet? Other than that one time after the time skip, but that's it.
He used it against Big Mom.
I think so.
He used it on Fisherman Island for sure, but that's all I
remember. He tanked the fucking slash from her. He didn't like pass out from that, which I thought was impressive.
Oh, he did use it then too, right? On the ship when they were fleeing and shit.
I'm telling you, don't sleep on Chopper, bro. Chopper could really fuck somebody up.
That's the whole point, though. They're all too brolic at this point. Like, even the weakest nigga, I think the weakest one is Chopper. I think.
Nah, it's gotta be Nami. I feel like, if push came to shove and Nami had to fight Usopp or Chopper, Nami's losing the boat.
I don't know what that.
I think Nami washes Usopp.
I think Nami washes Usopp too. That way the egg is powerful. That way the egg.
I don't think it's a close fight. I think Usopp gets washed, bro.
It only matters if she has Zeus. It only matters because if she doesn't have Zeus, it's Usopp 100.
Even without Zeus, bro, she can summon a lightning bolt on you, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
Zeus makes her so powerful.
She got the fucking like shadow clone shit going on.
I made this point earlier, but like, if you got to give this man Usopp one thing, is he's durable. Like, he's not. Honestly, I'll even say this: he's at Luffy tier of durability. He's just not strong. Like.
Durability or plot armor?
I'm not saying he's as durable as Luffy. I'm just saying, like, relatively, like, he's way more durable than you would ever expect him to be. Like, he's just out here taking ass whoopings, and he keeps it pushing. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. He gets knocked out for like 5 minutes, maybe, and then he gets back up, and he just got like, obliterated into the ground.
I will say, him and Sanji's reaction to getting a punch straight to the face by Luffy was pretty similar. Like, actually, Usopp's punch from Luffy was way more vicious because he stretched out to the max capacity of his fucking Gomu and hit him right in the, like, my man should have had straight internal bleeding, bro. He should have coughed up a kidney or something. He coughed up mad blood, and afterwards he was still fine. Like, my man, Luffy didn't even, like, cock back when he punched Sanji after a whole cake. Like, he just punched him straight in the face, and Sanji was like gasping for air and could barely get up after that shit.
Yeah,
Usopp
is smart though.
Everybody's got their
he fought Luffy and had Luffy on edge for a couple of minutes. He was like, "Yo, I have this plan. I have these dials. I know his strengths. Let me throw the cow traps on him." And he had Luffy for a while. Of course, that all tapped out. But if you give him, he's like Batman, bro. You give him the time, and he will come up with the plan. I think that's where he's at. I think he can Usopp with time. You feel me?
I mean, what's a while though? Having Luffy for a while is multiple episodes, bro. Like, the first episode is only the beginning. That nigga, he'll go for a while.
I'm saying, for someone who's not that strong, he planned out a pretty good plan. And if he was actually strong, he would have won. Like,
Yeah, no.
If it was Zoro who did all that stuff, he would probably win. Honestly.
Yeah. I feel.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody's got their strong suits. They can all shine in certain situations. That's why I'm trying to see all of them get a good fight this arc. I feel like this has been an arc that has showed One Piece at its best, in many different ways. And there's no better way to send it out than every single Straw Hat, getting to a dope fight. Like, Zoro and Luffy can both have the same fight. That's fine. Kaido's real. And, I didn't even buy that one of them could take him down anyway. But everybody else got to one-on-one somebody and piece them up. Even if they get their ass whooped, they got to win. Like, I don't want any else. Like, there's got to be straight W's, and this is when they, cement themselves or some shit.
Do you think he's gonna do that again? Because they only did that in Alabasta and his lobby, and after that, they're like, all right, we're gonna be more nuanced. We ain't gonna just have one-on-ones no more. I think he's too above it in writing. He's like, I could do something way more cleaner than this, bro.
I haven't seen Robin fight anybody in a fucking minute. Usopp has fought nobody this entire fucking time skip.
He's just been getting his ass whooped, right?
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Like, he hasn't done
he clutched that against Sugar, bro. I guess he turned the whole nigga shit back into humans, bro. That's a real thing.
He did. But he won purely because he can take an ass whooping. Like, that's it.
But he also had a good plan. He also had a good plan. It was pretty good.
I do fuck with Usopp. Usopp has a sense of realism though, bro. Like, Robin's over here, mad stone face, just in here like, "We must do the plan. Our captain says so, and I love Luffy." Usopp's sitting here watching Treble fucking like bust a hole through a wall to kill a fly, and he was like, "Where we going? We going in there? No, I ain't going in there." Robin fucking blew up some hands and put it in that shit, bro. I ain't going in there.
Okay, yeah, it's true. It's true. You got a point. I do like characters in series where they're like the only reasonable person. They're just like you just said. Like, did you see that? Like, am I the only one? Like, could you imagine if you were walking down the street and you saw a dude just like punch a hole like straight through like a cement wall? There's no way you could just walk
that shit, bro. Everybody else over here like, he's trained. Usopp's like, I'm out. I don't want to be around this nigga, bro.
You need like a good comic relief. You need like the straight man who does not understand the universe. You feel me? I totally.
Like, that'd be like if we were on a camping trip and then like a fucking grizzly bear showed up, and if this was anime, one of us would fight the bear, and win. Think about how crazy that is,
bro. Punch a lion in the face, bro. Punch a lion in the face.
That shit was funny because Senku was over here like, damn, we should not have woken this nigga up. Like when he saw that, he was not hyped at all. He was like, how am I supposed to deal with this nigga now, bro? I ain't got no one to say on that. I ain't got nothing. Zilch. I'm looking through the notebook, nothing.
But does it make sense that they're like, yo, he's the strongest high schooler, so he could punch a lion? I'm like, what? Not even. What? Who's the strongest high schooler that can punch a lion, bro? That doesn't even make sense. Like, do you think The Rock can punch a lion? I don't think so.
Nah, he still got. He still got.
He could deal some damage internally, but he's not blowing him 50 feet away.
I mean, he wouldn't do that, but I think The Rock versus a lion is high diff going to the Rock.
No,
like, he'll limp away.
Are you crazy, bro?
He might lose a limb. He might lose a limb, but he'll come out of that shit.
Bro. Does he have a weapon or something? Because his hand on hand, the lion's gonna like destroy him.
His hand on hand, apparently. According to that, still punch in the face.
He got a staff. He got like a spear.
Yo, that man didn't have a spear. You literally came out the rock and punched a lion, bro. That's all he did.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta not feed him for like how long was it? 1,000 years.
I think.
Tire him out.
Oh,
but back to this One Piece.
Yeah. Do you want to ask Ryan's question about Weevil, or you want to get into 1002?
We could be Ryan's question.
All right. Buggy versus Weevil, bro. Whitebeard Jr. They're both running from the Marines. The fucking the 7 warlords. Shibukai just got fucking disbanded. They run up on each other by accident in these streets. And he's like, "Hey, aren't you that warlord?" "All right, I mean, I'm trying to find everybody that was part of Whitebeard's crew. Anyways, let me kill you and make a headline. Who comes out on top?"
Buggy.
I mean, do you want the meme answer or the real answer?
I want the real answer, bro.
The real answer? What? I mean, Buggy gets destroyed. I mean, but I don't know if he necessarily... I don't even know how you would technically, like, beat Buggy, because, that's his whole shtick. Like, you can't be, you can't be cut up and shit. I mean, can't be. It's hard to explain this nigga's power. Like, can you hurt him? Like,
yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, even if you have hockey, it seems like that doesn't matter for his... Like, he's a special paramecia for that reason. Even if you use hockey and try to cut this nigga, like, he's still coming back.
I think it's Weevil, too.
The same thing with Law, right? If Law cuts Buggy, nothing happens. Like, his body will just go back together. He does this shit.
So I don't think Buggy can hurt him. I mean, maybe he can hurt him, but I don't think you can like beat him in a fight. But I don't know how you win against him. Is the point I'm trying to make here? Like, maybe you like contain him or something. Like, how would the fight go down? Like, eventually you'll just be like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, Weevil is stupid, but we know he's strong. They were like, yo, he defeated, like, 10 or 15 Whitebeard, like, affiliated crews already, like, on his own, defeated niggas, and he knows hockey, apparently. So we know that. That's all we know about him, basically. But he's so dumb, bro. The way One Piece works, bro, I think Buggy can think of something. Buggy could totally think of something. What it would be, I don't know. But he would shoot a cannonball at him like he always does.
Weevil fights with the fucking, I don't know what that shit is called. Halberd, the fucking spear axe bullshit.
It's the same shit that Whitebeard has.
Yeah, so like, you're not beating him with that, so unless he... I don't know, bro. Honestly, that would be an interesting fight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just
Listen,
too much
man,
vague ideas about what this man's power is, other than he is strong. He has hockey. That's it. And not like a Garp level of we just know he's strong and has hockey. It's like indiscriminate how much his power is, honestly.
He's as strong or as weak as you need him to be.
I think that's anyone in the show, honestly.
Pretty much.
Like, that's why I can't. That's not right. It's just impossible to rank anybody in this show. It's not possible. We can get like close and have a vague idea, but no one can say who's stronger than who. It's all situational.
You can compare feats and shit like that. You know, you can speculate, but it's really hard unless you like see them fight. And even then, like, you know, even when somebody wins a fight that Oda went to the trouble of drawing, you can still argue because like a lot of the fights in One Piece aren't like clear-cut wins where like somebody dominated somebody. It's like, oh, well, it was close and somebody lost their, somebody stopped caring at the end, so they lost, or somebody was too reckless. They got distracted by some other shit, and then they lost. Or, and an example that really pisses me off the most, the fight between Luffy and Katakuri, where, Luffy just keeps, getting luck. How does this man stab himself in the middle of the fight? It's like, all right, well, at that point, like, yeah, you can win, but this
yeah, that really was some bullshit. Especially because, like, it's funny because Katakuri was over here like, this is an honorable fight, and Luffy was just like, nigga, we pirates, bro. I mean, good on you, but because he didn't have no honor in the Doflamingo fight, bro. He was like, shit, my hockey's out. My nigga pieced. Even the Katakuri fight, he was like, damn, my hockey's out. He pieced. This nigga is not honorable, exactly, bro. He's just out here for these dubs, bro. He does not care how he gets them.
I don't know, bro. If someone like actually stabbed Katakuri that wasn't Luffy, he'd be like, yeah, I think he would actually be tight about it. There's a level of honor to it. Not as much as the one as the other, but I think if someone actually stabbed him, we'll punch about his face, But I think at the end of the day, it's impossible to power scale, because like, what if you're like, we looked at those rankings, right? Kaido's the strongest, right? Of course. But, Sugar could turn him into a fucking doll, and that's it. Like, she could just touch him, and that's a wrap. Like, that's it. Kaido's a toy. Game over.
Yeah, but he'll be the realest toy out here on these streets.
He'd probably be pretty strong. That Kiro's dude was a brolic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That motherfucker was a savage. And
is probably still top 10 characters in One Piece.
Probably.
But it is fun power scaling. It's fun speculating because you can argue. People be bringing up shit you don't even remember from arcs forever ago, like small details you never noticed. Like,
well, shit, actually,
the one.
Where was Blackbeard on the? Blackbeard is 5 on this list. Wow, they put him over Big Mom and Mihawk.
What list you got?
That list you sent a while ago, the fucking power ranking. That's kind of wild.
All right, you know what? Let's put it this way. Let's have a fun conversation. It's because we don't have to like compare too much. Who do you think is the number one strongest in terms of like physical capability, fighting? Like not most influential, but most powerful individual in One Piece is.
I think Akainu, bro. Personally.
It's Kaido, bro.
I think even Oda himself said that he had, like, in terms of offensive prowess, his Devil Fruit was the strongest in the story. Oda said that.
But we saying Devil Fruit, or the guy is literally the strongest?
Well, it's both, bro, clearly. This nigga took, like, 8 earthquakes to the face and ribs and chest and all that from Whitebeard. And not only did he not die, but he came back to start beefing with some fucking brolic niggas, bro. Like, that man is strong. He is very strong. And, like, with the fucking burning potential of that magma, on top of the fact that he has, like, otherworldly strength, I don't think there's a lot of people that could compete with that, bro. Like, even with Kaido's crazy-ass scales, like, with the magma and shit, and Akainu probably knows Ryu, too, low-key. Like, he might know something crazy. He's a fucking fleet admiral now.
Well, they do, because they were doing the thing, remember?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You're absolutely right, yeah. So, I think Kaido versus Akainu, it'd be high diff, but I'm betting on Akainu there, bro, honestly.
I don't have a lot of reason to say no, just because this nigga's power is magma. But at the end of the day, I feel like turning into a dragon, bro, I feel like that's hard to stop. Even if this nigga can make it rain magma from the sky, I just. You can't be wrong. They're top 2, I think, for sure. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's undisputed. I don't think anybody else.
I think Shanks is an easy 3.
An easy 3?
Hold on, let me pull up. Do you remember earlier in what chapter? It was the last chapter. Kaido looks at this man. He's like, "Yo, he's as strong as these niggas too." And they showed like the picture of them niggas like behind him. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but he didn't say he's as strong. He was like, "There's only so many people who can fight me," is what he said, which is even rawer when you think about it. Like, how
but those are the strongest niggas though, because of that. Right?
Even like
who can fight me?
Yeah, right.
He didn't even say when.
Yeah, look, these are the only niggas that'll make me actually put the gloves on. You know what I mean?
Let's see. I'm looking at it right now.
Based on like current feats, I give it to Kaido as #1 strongest in the world right now. But I low key feel like it could be Dragon.
And people think that, yeah, but we don't really know anything about him either.
We don't know anything about him. We don't got no feats, but I just feel like, he's fighting a different fight, right? He's fighting the world government and like, lies and like, false history and shit like that, and like being a revolutionary. And I feel like he's dealing with shit we don't even hear about. Like, there's a chance that he could just be super duper powerful, but because you never come across him, you don't know. Like, I don't know. I just think it would be dope if this one random dude was just like, I'm a beast. Like, he just walks up and pieces up somebody we think is really strong.
I'm gonna give y'all a feat though. I'm gonna give y'all a feat, Dragon God though. First of all, you gotta judge these captains by their number 2s, bro. Like, every time niggas see Zoro, they're always just like, oh my god, that Straw Hat dude must be Brolic, yo, because why is this man following anybody? And this man Sabo low diffed the second commander of Blackbeard's ship. Like, he had a couple little scratches.
Burgess is garbage, bro. Don't even do this, bro. Burgess is not strong. Don't even do this.
He is the second commander on Blackbeard's ship, bro.
Not anymore. Is he still? Or is it fucking the dude with the invisible dude, Shiryu?
No, he's the first commander, but I think Burgess is the second commander, or at least like when I rank them power wise. No, they don't. He doesn't suck, bro. Sabo is just fucking strong as shit. That's the whole point.
Jackson, can I ask you this? Because Ryan said this earlier. It got me tight. Ryan thinks that Sabo is stronger than Luffy. Do you agree with that? I do not.
Possible. It's possible.
I was saying.
I think if you have to get an answer out of me, I would say he's not stronger than Luffy, but I think it's completely possible. Just because, like with Dragon, we don't know what he's out here doing right now. Like, he might be out here like fighting like 35 Marines every 10 seconds or something, and it's like way more Brock than we expect.
But we've seen him do enough stuff, right? We've seen him do enough, right? We've seen all of his powers. We've seen his Dragon Claw and all that good shit. And like I was telling Ryan, I was like, yo, this man went to Wano and learned the advanced hockey. Do we know that Sabo has it? I don't know.
The Dragon Breath is Ryu, bro. He goes, Dragon Breath, he fucking sticks the shit into the ground, and then he goes like, and then everything fucking spreads out and then breaks. That's Ryu.
He can know it. I mean, the Admirals know it. They've never been to Wano. Like, maybe Ryu's the name that they call it there, right?
Like, Dragon is the
but
son
can we
of
assume that everybody knows that advanced hockey? Everyone at the top knows advanced hockey. Is that what we're saying? Can we assume that?
In the top 10?
Two things are certain. Two things are certain, I think. I think everybody passed a certain point. So let's say third Yonko commander, right? Let's say like third Yonko commander, and I'm gonna put Luffy in there too. So that's Sanji or potentially Jinbei. But everybody above at that point or above is expected to know the higher types of hockey, and then like there's a good chance they know like
one of them,
and they can awaken their devil fruit. I think by the time you get to like first Yonko commander or like Yonko, it's a guarantee. Like, they know the Rio and they can awaken their devil fruit. Like,
I agree.
Luffy's the only one who can't like awaken his devil fruit, I think, who's at this tier at this point.
Yeah, he's looking like fucking like level 99 Pikachu right now with this devil fruit, bro. How is he not awakened that shit after all of this time? Like, even by accident, he could never awaken.
Expect him to do it. Yeah, I was gonna say by accident. What else do you think he's gonna do it?
I guess he's gonna do it this fight. Like,
he's gonna have to pull something out of his ass this fight, because I still don't know how they're gonna win. Like, no matter how hyped up.
People can keep thinking there's going to be an Act 4 and an Act 5 to this. I was like, are you sure that it just doesn't end here and they win? Because other than, like, if they lose here, what really happens, bro? Are you sure? Like, they can't lose here, right?
All right. My question is,
right.
Are Big Mom and Kaido both going down this arc?
I say no.
I think Big Mom's still in here.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. I think, honestly, I'm thinking they take Kaido down. Big Mom just leaves at some point. She's like, why am I here? I'm here to steal the road poneglyph. Like, I don't give a fuck about Kaido. She steals the road poneglyph, goes away, and then they gotta take her out later.
I'm gonna tell you what happens. I'll give you a prediction right now. I'll put you all in game right now. This is gonna happen. They would not have made a point of like saying what the strongest devil fruit of each class was if it wasn't going to come. I'm a strong believer in the Cerberus 3 spirit, 3 soul theory for Blackbeard, right? The whole like he's got the 3 skulls on his flag because he's got 3 people in his body, and that's why he was able to have 2 devil fruits in the first place. He has the strongest Logia, quote unquote, and the strongest Paramecia. All right, Kaido goes down. Blackbeard swoops in, takes that 3rd devil fruit. He has the Quake fruit, the Dark fruit, and the Fish fruit, whatever. He has all 3. He becomes the most like powerful nigga of all time. And after this arc ends, Kaido goes down. Big Mom steals some poneglyphs and tries to piece. And Kaido, in his like triple devil fruit, like just crazy awe, just goes over and just fucks up Big Mom's whole crew. I think that's what happens. Because somebody has to take out some of these Yonko, bro. There's too many big names for there to be like. Because how many people are going to be fighting for One Piece at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like, are they going to all be sitting in front of the One Piece and there's like 6 brolic ass niggas just having a fucking battle royale over this shit? I don't think so. It's got to be like a 1v1 fight.
Yeah, but they don't all know how to get there. Like, you need all 4 poneglyphs, and the only people that are really going to have it by the end is probably going to be Luffy, bro. And then all it's going to have to chase after him, most likely, which is probably the most likely thing to happen, honestly.
Luffy or whoever is the low-key, sleeper final villain.
Shanks. Mm-hmm. I think Shanks is the sleeper final villain.
I could see that. I could see Shanks being the final villain. Oda's like, yeah, he looked up to him this whole time, and like he was looking for Luffy to come catch up to him. But at the end of the day, he wants this fucking One Piece. Like he wants to be king of the pirates, and so if he's gonna fuck Luffy up to do it,
Shanks knows where that shit is, bro.
No, yeah, actually, wait. No, he doesn't. He didn't go with them. He got sick.
He didn't. He didn't go with them.
Buggy got sick.
He didn't go with them, but he knows how to. He knows how to get there if he wanted to.
He knows how to get there, but he can't read the poneglyphs. He doesn't actually know where. He knows how to do it, and where to go to get the poneglyphs. But he needs someone to read it, which he might. But then he'd have to do all of that on top of that, and he hasn't found it for sure. I don't know, man. The thing about Shanks is he's one of the few people we don't know anything about. Not a single thing. Other than, he's chill with Luffy and he's part of his backstory. That's it.
We only know he's strong. We know he's strong. We know he's got to be one of the top, easily top without touching top 10. But he very possibly top 5.
He's easily top 5, bro.
Yeah, he fought Kaido. He fought Kaido and didn't have a single scratch on that.
So we say Kaido, right? We're going to say Kainu. We're going to say maybe Dragon. And then Shanks. I don't really know who comes after that.
All right.
Kaido. Wait, hold on. Kaido, Dragon, Shanks, and who's 5?
That's the thing. Who would be 5? Do you want to say Blackbeard? Do you want to say Big Mom? Or Mihawk? That's really about it. Maybe Akizu.
I'd give it to Big Mom, honestly.
I think so too.
Because
even Blackbeard doesn't have a high
even though they make fun of her and she gets ridiculed, at the end of the day, she still doesn't look like she's ever really taken an L in a fight. Like she gets some bullshit happens, but she's yet to be like, all right, right now we're throwing hands, that's it, and somebody agreed, and then she lost. Like she doesn't even look injured. Like every time it's been somebody hits her in the back of the head while she's talking to somebody, or like somehow she gets amnesia. Like Oda's be fucking with her, but like. Have you seen somebody just walk up and be like, all right, I can take you? No, everybody's terrified of that shit.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's valid shit.
They all get hits in, but they can't actually do anything to her. And she's just still, screaming at them. And it's like, well, what do we do now? Let's just run away. I don't know. I think
my favorite part about Big Mom, is also getting on topic, is that she's perpetually walking around way more fat than she needs to be. Like she's actively maintaining how fat she is. Like she's constantly eating. Like, so you saw her like start to burn down to her, her normal size, quote unquote normal size.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so she's handicapping herself 24/7 too.
But they say they're in their prime apparently. Zen Kaido and like Big Mom are in their prime apparently. But currently, like not even in the past when they were like the Rocks Pirates, when they lost a ton of weight and they're completely different. Apparently, this is now their prime basically. Like 40 to 60 is the prime in One Piece apparently.
Low-key it kind of is. But in Kaido's case, he was an apprentice on the ship on the Rocks Pirates. So, like, he was a little younger. So for Kaido, these are like his fucking, like, prime, like, LeBron Jordan years type shit. Like, he's the strongest he'll ever be. Big Mom, I think, is on, like, the fall off. Because when she was fighting the Straw Hats, like, her crew was like, I haven't seen her move like this in years. So clearly she hasn't really been working out that hard. Like, I think she's kind of, like, the Twilight, like she's still top tier, but she's like a notch below what she could have been like 5, 6, 7, 8 years
These
ago.
aren't real humans, Ryan. You think she really needs to be in shape? Like, I don't think it works like that. I'm sure she's still equally as powerful as she could have been.
Not in you know what I mean.
I think there's something to be said about like staying in the game though, because even if your physicality doesn't fall off, like other people are still fighting and getting stronger and getting better. Like think about it this way: who do you think really could beat in a fight right now, having been retired for like ever? Like he's very clearly still strong as fuck, but like I'm not taking him like I'm not saying he's gonna beat a Yonko. I'm not saying he's gonna beat an Admiral. He probably get wiped. So, like
wait, who are we talking about?
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Ryan about this. I think Garp would still rock some people. Honestly, I think Garp could still rock some people.
He could. He very much could, but he's not where he used to be.
He's not. He's not gonna win a stamina match for sure, but he could really get someone if they fall for like a day for sure. Like Garp, Kaden was afraid of this man before the time skip. He's like, oh shit, Garp's coming up here.
No, Arcana wasn't afraid. He was just like he was about to go fuck up Akainu, and Sengoku stopped him. Which is, I mean, Sengoku did stop him, implying that he probably could have done something. But
and you saw Sengoku's Devil Fruit. It was a monster, bro. It was a monster.
Yeah, that shit was pretty.
I'm surprised Luffy ate that. Honestly, I'm surprised Luffy was able to eat that. Even with his balloon move, I don't think he should have ate that.
I think it's because Sengoku panicked, so he just did like a quick one, no haki, no nothing, like he just threw it in there. And then he was kind of like, this nigga can do that shit? And I think he got lucky. I think if he did the same move twice, Luffy would be dead right now.
I would think so, bro. Like, that was all luck. And the fact that Mr. 3 was just chilling there the whole time. But who knows?
Because at the end of the day, like, if you panic, your haki gets fucked up. Katakuri taught us that. You gotta have that focus, otherwise this shit doesn't work though.
Yo, but what do y'all think about this next chapter, though? That's the real thing. Let's get to the main topic. We've been 45 minutes in already. I didn't even know it flew by like that. So whoever's watching this heard after, like, yo, where's this prediction? They got to cut through all this bullshit to figure it out. So let's get it. Let's see some suggestions, guys. What we got?
I think I'm predicting a more low-key chapter, going back to some focus on the other crew members and what's going on. Like, I could very much see, like, somebody chasing down Yamato, or, I don't know, what's her name? Oh, forehead girl chasing down Usopp and Nami some more.
It was like
yeah, exactly, stuff like that. Like like side characters, like in their troubles right now, because Oda likes to cut away from the fight, and we got a pretty good opening. I could see him going away and coming back, like at the very end of the chapter, and like it looks like Kaido, fucked him up a little bit, or something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Chopper's gonna come up with the antidote finally. I think that's one of those things that's gonna happen, or something like, how like Marco threw Zoro up into the fucking ceiling. He probably gonna have to fight King and Queen at the same time. Like, who knows what really is gonna happen there?
Is he really gonna sit here and tank that? Like,
he could. He definitely could.
He could. Retired. This man's retired, bro. He's here for shits and giggles. Like,
but it's not like he's out of his prime, bro. He's not fat, bro. He just has glasses on now.
No, he's not.
Man just has glasses on now. That's the only difference. He should change. He's basically the same.
I'm not saying he's out of his prime. What I am saying is that he has no incentive to be putting his life at risk for this fight, for this cause. You know what I mean? Like, he was laughing at them. He was just like, come on, bro, let them go fight the main niggas. They don't need to fight you. Come on. Like, he doesn't really want to be there that bad. Like he's got to help out a little bit, but if he really starts to get touched up, and they're gonna go to a straight up brawl. Any what?
I thought he like there was a like at one point there was a chapter or an episode where he was like, yeah, I'd go be fucking up Kaido right now too if I didn't have to focus on this other stuff. Like, I hate this motherfucker essentially. Like I have to look it up. Hold on.
I didn't even know you were saying that. I want to know. He's like, yeah, it's gotta tend to this man's village because he put all his money here. Gotta chill out here, which is honestly a pretty respectable thing to do. But honestly, bro, his devil fruit's overpowered, bro. He heals all the time. He's instant healing everybody, bro. He's like the rarest devil fruit of all time, isn't he? I think he's like the rarest one of all time.
Everybody was like, we burning, and he was just like, blue flames, y'all fine. At least for the next couple hours.
I think he can hang for a while. The only person he had problems with was Kizaru, bro, which is pretty tough. Like I honestly,
Garp fucked him up. Garp hit him with a fucking fist of love, bro. He ethered that man.
The thing is, we don't know anything about King really, other than he's just a pterodactyl. Like we don't really know.
Is he even?
Nobody knows.
What species? Like,
he's a pterodactyl or like a pterodon or some shit.
I need to be in my crew or whatever the fuck. I was like, what?
He's a pterodactyl, bro, or some sort of variant of a pterodactyl. Because he uses a lot more older names. Like Drake is a T-Rex, and you call him like Allosaurus. I didn't even know it was a thing. It's like he uses a lot, but generally speaking, he's a pterodactyl for sure. And like Queen's a Brontosaurus type shit like that. I don't know, bro. You can't lose to a phoenix, bro. A phoenix. Somebody gonna help out Marco too. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, from that perspective, you got a point. But think about it this way: the main character of the series has a fucking rubber power. Like, Oda's never shied away from just because your devil fruit isn't as dope, doesn't mean you're gonna win, or that gives you some like. And actually, I guess it can give you an inherent advantage, but like at the end of the day, whoever's the strongest is gonna win.
Yeah, because or the smartest, like the most adaptable. If we're talking straight devil fruits, like the person who should be number one in the series right now in terms of strength is Law. He has the most broken devil fruit in the fucking series. They can teleport.
I don't agree with that, bro. It's not raw power. He doesn't have raw power. He's a technical ass nigga.
He can slice through mountains. He can manipulate ships with his fingers. Like he is literally omnipotent, and he still loses fights.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the raw power, bro. I mean, do you really think he could have 1v Doflamingo, even though he was like fighting also Fujitora at the same time?
No, but he should be able
to not have 1v.
Here's how every fight in Law should go down, right? You should walk up, look at Law, and then die.
Essentially.
But his blade is not as strong as he doesn't have the raw power of everyone else in the series, bro. He doesn't. Like, okay, Ryan, let me ask you this. Ryan, you like Zoro and you like Law. Who would win, Zoro versus Law? Tell me. The answer probably isn't Law.
It's not.
Why would it not be? He's just not strong enough. But like he can do all that broken shit.
The point is
no raw power.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is based on devil fruit. If we're going by that, if it was like just your devil fruit, depending on how strong you are, Law should be winning.
Oh, if it was devil fruit only, for sure. Like if Haki did not exist, that man's top tier. For sure.
By that logic, like somebody can take down Marco. Somebody has to be.
I think it's more Haki based in the series at this point rather than Devil Fruit based. Because like I said, Garp does not have anything. He's just beating him and Roger have nothing, and they're still beating the shit out of people. At the end of the day, Devil Fruit doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's really Haki and strategy, mostly Haki.
And if I remember correctly, a couple of chapters ago, the chapter where Marco threw Zoro up, or maybe the one afterwards. Like I remember Queen commenting at one point and being like, something about this doesn't seem right. Like he suddenly got a hint or something. So there's a very good chance they might figure, because Marco's devil fruit's so strong because it has a trick to it. We just don't know what it is. Like,
Well, I remember Queen was like, how do we beat this nigga? He was like, is he invincible? That was what he said.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to start having a panel searcher or something. There was one panel where he looked like he suddenly got a hint. Like it got like that little star thing that pops up people's heads when they realize something.
Yeah.
Okay.
The notification, like the
ping. Like the really small panel in the corner where you see them look up in the corner or something, like they notice something out of their eye. Like he had one of those type deals.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know, but I could see them going there, but I just think we're probably not gonna get more of the Kaido fight, and even though that's what I really want, I don't I could miss everything else, and like I would love to see the Kaido fight play out and then see everything else. But you know Oda's not going to do that first, and we've been on this fight for a minute.
And we haven't even seen a lot of the fight for what we've seen. It's like 2 moments basically. We haven't seen a lot. Like if we're saying at an episode level, that's maybe 1 episode, probably 2 because the pacing's terrible. But there's not a lot going on in those 2 chapters. I'm be honest with you.
All right, to be fair, if we're talking, let's say Queen does find a secret to Marco's broken ass ability. In that case, because now that I'm thinking about it, nobody in the series should be able to. Nobody that's not a Yonko should be able to 1v2 multiple like top tier commanders. You know what I'm saying? Like Marco by himself should not be able to handle King and Queen. That wouldn't make any sense. Nobody should be able to do that shit unless you're a Yonko. So that means that Sanji's gonna have to like quickly deal with his shit. Like that shit's got to be pretty low diff, and then he throws on the raid suit and then goes handles King or Queen, something. Probably King because he can fly. I would imagine.
He didn't fight King the first time either. I don't know.
Yo, I thought King put a hole in his stomach, bro.
It's not even like Sanji has a fight. He just has to escape because he's not gonna fight Black Maria, right? Like,
nah, Ryan thinks he will, but I don't think so. Ryan, you want him to. You'll go break the trend, bro, but he won't. But he won't.
I would love if this man would try to fight some women, but you know he won't. Like,
Ryan, I know you're mad. We're all kind of mad. We kind of want more like non-gag shit out of him. But it just is.
Chivalry is, you know, an old issue that like Sanji, go out here and kick, like.
Nah, for real. I don't think he's ever gonna get a moment where he changes that. I don't feel it. He should have already by Fishman Island because that shit was bad. That shit was bad.
Honestly, I think the moment it's gonna change is that he's finally gonna see Boa Hancock interacting with Luffy again since like the time skip, and he's gonna be all jealous of Luffy and shit, and Boa Hancock's gonna keep just like fucking like turning this nigga to stone or whatever and being like, you ain't shit. And then he's gonna be like, what's so great about Luffy? And she's gonna be like, yo, this nigga's Brock. Like if there's something in his way, like he's gonna fucking knock the barrier down to get to it, no matter what it is. And then he's gonna be like, maybe I do have to start fighting women if it's gonna get Boa Hancock in my corner type shit.
Nah.
There might be something ridiculous like that happens.
I can see him beating a female opponent by accident. Like
by accident?
What I mean by that is like, you know, she's fighting somebody else and he like thinks it's a dude and he's about to finish off the enemy, and then he like just kicks somebody in the face and it happens to be a woman and he'll be mortified. Or I don't know, like maybe he's fighting somebody who's like masked and like even though he seems to be able to always tell it's a woman, like somehow he can't tell and he pieces them up that way. Or I feel like Oda would do some stupid shit where it'd be hilarious where he like one shots like female like Yonko commander somehow by accident without him knowing. Like I see that happening.
I mean, this man got the feet and she's a spider. He could accidentally step on her. Who knows, bro? Like I just feel like someone's gonna have to help him out. Like he's not finishing this fight. Jinbei gonna have to show up and do something like that.
I think he's gonna. I think he might do some savage shit because like on Blackbird's crew, you have what is her name? Something Divine, whatever that chick's name is. The girl with like the 9-tailed fox.
Oh yeah, Katarina.
Yeah. So she's probably like a top 3 commander, something like that. Somebody's got to take her out, bro. And it can't like somebody has to. So Sanji has to fight a woman at some point. I think he may make an exception for her because she's kind of ugly. He might just be like, you know what, you don't count.
I don't know, bro. I don't think he's discriminating. There has to be a
loophole somewhere. There has to be a loophole somewhere.
I don't know, bro. You think if he fought, what's her face from the first couple episodes, Alvida, the fat jaw, you think she would do that shit? You think he would look at like someone like Alvida before the time skip? Yo, Shorty's fat. I have to fight it now. Like, that's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. Like.
That'll see after.
Although post the time skip, he's like, alright, now I can't fight her, bro. She's too fine. Sorry about that. Can't do it no more.
Like, I don't know, man. Something has to change. Zoro changed a little bit. Zoro fought Monet. He didn't kill her, but he was like, listen, if push comes to shove, I will. I just don't have to because you're weaker than me. It has nothing to do with your gender, you know?
Also, like, you're fucking up Tashigi, and I kind of see, like, my past in her, so I gotta do this, you feel me? But, like, sometimes you're saying this, One Piece, like, you think niggas are dead, but they never do. Sanji gets kicked in the building. Now he's good. He's just gonna brush it off the suit. Monet got cut in half, but she's okay. She can just go back together and then try to blow up everything.
Only because Zoro didn't use Haki. He did it on purpose to fuck with her.
That's true. Austin, why are you in here, bro? You can't complain about spoilers, bro. Get to episode 900, bro, if you talk to us, bro. Don't get in the stream, bro. You gotta bounce, bro. Sorry.
He tried to hop in the stream?
Nah. This man was like, y'all really gonna spoil it for me. I was like, this is your fault, bro. It says 1002, and he's like, I'm on 160. I was like, come on, bro. You know better. I know you know better, bro.
I mean, there's something to be said about, a story, should be good enough where even if you know the journey, it should still be good, like, certain points. But nah, fuck all that. If you that early, like...
Too much shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I really want out of this. Well, I know what I want out of this chapter. I'm not gonna get it, I think. I want more of this fight. But
you want more of the fight, and that's
I know
that's all you want?
I want more. It's all I really want right now because I want to see how that shit turns out. I still care about what's going on everywhere else, but I would really prefer to know how this ends first for any of that shit.
I just want Sanji to knock some shorty's teeth out, man. I'm sick. I'm sick of this. Honestly.
No, is this what equality you want in 2021, Ryan? Is this the equality you want?
I'm taking seriously as a character right now. It was him, like, because he's willing to risk his captain's ambition over this fucking chivalry bullshit, dude. Like, Robin was gonna get taken away by the government. He still didn't want to fucking protect her. Like, he still just took an L. And he left it to Nami. Who knows if Nami could have won that fight back in the day? Like, that was some reckless ass shit he did.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, I get your complaints, but like, let me ask you a question. Is coronavirus?
I'm tired of it.
Like, did you like have fever dreams about some woman like harming or like wronging you or something? Like, what's with you today? And
we're 2021, Ryan. Why you want women to get kicked in the face? Come on.
I'm just tired. Like, bro, even in the fucking
like, you didn't even just say. It's like Samir said. You didn't even just say you wanted to see him like get over his like aversion to fighting women. You were like, I'm trying to see him kicking someone.
That was implied, bro. That was implied.
Is your girl saying some stuff to you, bro? Like, what's happening?
You knew what I meant, bro. You knew what I meant.
Bro, I don't even need him to fight women.
Even in Jump Force,
I don't even need him to fight women.
Useless. Bro. He's useless when a female character comes out.
You don't need him to be fighting women.
Can't escape
he does not need to fight women. He just needs to not be a total turd when he like sees one, bro. Like, it's just too much. Like, when he's like fighting in Thriller Bark, he's like, yo, I'm trying to be invisible so I can creep on women. I was like, come on, now we gotta tone this down, bro. We're in 2021, and he's like, I'm gonna get in these baths, bro, with the race.
It's 2021, so it's about equality.
You don't have to fight them. You don't need equal rights and equal lefts. You feel me?
Samir, these hands should be rated E for everyone, bro. No discrimination, bro. Everybody gets that shit equally.
Equal rights and lefts. Is that what you're saying, Ryan?
Law came up to the Shiki and washed her, bro. He had no qualms. And she was like, why don't you kill me? He was like, shit.
He was like, nah, you're weak. You cannot decide that when you die, bro. That was one of the hardest quotes. He's like, yo, the weak cannot decide even when you die, bro. Like, sorry, I'm too strong. I'm letting you live because I want you to. And you have no choice. Live in your shame.
And he was just like, you know what? I tried to be nice. So he went for it anyways. Like, that's the kind of energy these characters need to have.
I don't know, bro. I just need him to not be cringe. I don't need him to fight women. Just not be cringe. Just not to be cringe. That's all I want.
The question is, does Luffy kill Kaido when he beats him? Because he's gonna beat him, right? Like,
No.
I don't think anybody here is under the impression Luffy's not gonna come out on top at the end of this. But
he hasn't killed anybody yet.
I don't think he's killed anybody yet.
They just like kind of knock out. You see like the smoke come out of their mouth, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if this show had some logic to it, like, he's knocked enough people overboard that one of them probably had a devil fruit and they did. So whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what my prediction is actually? He gonna break his horn. One of his horns, knock him off.
That'd be lit.
That'd be great. I think somebody will. Like, that'd be a sick ass scene where he's like white beard, like half his head, like his fucking horns cut off and shit. That'd be boss.
Yeah, because he's got to leave his mark on somebody, bro. Like nobody's got a scar of his fist on their fucking chest. Like that doesn't happen. So he's got to do something cool.
I don't know. I think he's gonna be tough, bro. I just
yeah,
don't
Ryan.
think.
Have you talked about what you think is gonna happen this chapter, or were you too busy on the woman beating?
Yo, cut that shit out, bro. Do not be fucking associating me with that shit. I just want the hand.
Somebody clip that. So I'll clip that.
I want that hand. You clip this.
I'll clip
Yo,
that.
real talk, bro. Real talk. But I'm just so annoyed with Sanji, bro. Like, I'm so annoyed. No matter what's on the line, this man is just willing to put his crew's life in jeopardy for this fucking chivalry bullshit, dude. Like, I feel like that's where the chapter is gonna cut to. It's gonna cut to Sanji and this Black Maria bullshit, and he's still gonna be over here trying to look for some loophole in this shit, man. Like, he's just gonna try to run away. He's gonna be using his hockey. He's gonna be like, the only way I can avoid this hit is if I just kick her in the face, but I can't do that either. I'm hoping at the end of the initial like reveal with the Black Maria fight that it shows that Sanji's finally willing to fight. Like, that's what I would hope. Or, you know what? Okay, maybe because Ivankov had the gender changing shit in her nails. Maybe Sanji was just like, yo, can you give me like a needle and then one to change me back in case I gotta fight a woman that I'm only gonna use in emergencies or some shit?
No.
I'm telling you, the story cannot continue this way. He has to fight a woman at some point. Like, there's not enough characters and there's not enough time for everyone to keep bailing this man out of these situations. It just doesn't make sense.
There is more than enough characters to bail him out of time, Brian. They're all in the same place. It's totally someone's gonna find them. They're all in the same building.
Bro,
like,
Yonko's
he's at the top,
people
bro.
now.
He's at the top. We can just come back down 2 levels.
You're gonna let him run away?
I don't know, man.
You know what's hilarious? You know what's hilarious? Is he said don't associate with that. I asked him what he thought was going to happen next chapter, and he just immediately went back to the same
That's the only. You're so tight about that.
For the plot, bro. For the plot.
No, but Ryan said what he wanted, but it just went back to that somehow. It was the same. It's all he wants.
Okay, first of all, Black Maria is a literal tarantula, bro. She's not a woman. Are you kidding me? We're gonna call giant tarantula women
She's
women
both.
now, bro?
She's technically one who could transform into a tarantula.
Bro,
So you're saying Kaido's a dragon and not also a person? He's both. Marco's also a person and a phoenix. They're both.
He's a person and a fish, actually.
He's like Magikarp. I said he's Magikarp. Ryan didn't believe this. I was like, he's some Magikarp type nigga who swam up and became Gyarados.
He is high-key a Magikarp.
He's Gyarados now, bro. He fucked things up. You got to level 20, bro.
No,
he splashed all the way
out there. There's like a Japanese tale or something of like, you know, koi, like if it like lives long enough, eventually becomes a dragon.
They like swam up a really tough stream, and when it got to the top,
like getting into Wano, like you swim up the stream for like 100 years or some shit. But yeah, no, Ryan, you got any real predictions?
Yeah, give me something that's only one prediction that you have that you're super passionate about.
You know, we're gonna do this. I say we do this every week. Let's see how often he brings this up.
Honestly, I think we should. I think it's better to recur this.
Okay. How do you guys see him getting out of this Black Maria situation? How is he getting out?
Oda's gonna introduce some character who will free him, and then he'll run away, and they'll fight her. Or
I guess it could be Yamato.
Somebody else fighting will like destroy whatever he's in, and then he'll take the opportunity to escape. I don't see any way of him like fighting her. You know what would be a great move for him to do that I wouldn't expect? If Sanji was just trapped there for the whole like arc, the rest of the arc.
Probably.
If he was just stuck there. I wouldn't see that coming.
I totally believe that, honestly. It's totally possible.
If that happens, I'm putting Sanji below the top 30 list, bro. I'm sick of this. If that happens, I'm ranking his intelligence lower on the tier list, bro. Like,
I was telling Ryan, I don't like this because Sanji is used as a gag, but for some reason niggas don't think he's strong because of that. It's like, Zoro watch this nigga easy and he's not strong at all. It's like, it's just a joke, bro. Like, people can have character traits you can laugh at, bro. It's like if you told Zoro, yo, can you find your way to Wano? Can you find your way anywhere, bro? And he can't. Like, it just happens to be his women, but Zoro got directions and shit. Like, it'd just be like that.
I feel.
Would you put Sanji in the top 20?
in the top 20? No.
No. I don't think Zoro's in top 20 either.
Sanji couldn't box a Doflamingo, bro. He can't be in the top 20.
I don't think either of them are top 20. I think there's way too many strong niggas. I would have to list them in order to get to the point where I feel comfortable.
I get you. No, you don't need to, but like it's fun because Aaron was, or maybe it was you, was like, you know, do we put him below top 30? I feel like Sanji
he's top 30.
May be around top 20, but like versus women, he's like, you know, the
0.
lowest rank because he did whole fight.
Ryan was right about that jump force shit. Even like if you play online with Sanji and a woman comes out, you can only deal 0 damage, bro. There's nothing you can do. He's basically useless. Like, you have to switch out of him. I thought it was only in like local, but no. Even on online, you cannot fight women with Sanji. Even in One Piece Burning Blood, in Jump Force, any of the games, you cannot fight a Sanji against women. Not a single time.
I think there's a point where the gag just becomes bad writing, and I think if there's like one more situation after this arc where he refuses to fight a woman at like this late in the game, his character is like kind of stupid.
I will say, Ryan, I saw a video of a dude in Burning Blood. This is the guy who's doing a ranked match, and the only people left were Sanji and this woman character. And the other dude, he was like, alright, I'm just not gonna fight. And then he fought as Sanji long enough, and he won. And it took him the whole entire match just shooting darts at him. But he eventually won at the last second. Because that dude was like a gentleman. He's like, alright, I know this is broken, bro. I'm not gonna fight you, bro. It's okay. But like, I don't know. It's a character trait, bro. It's not gonna change. I don't think they developed the characters in that show like that. I think, you know.
Yeah, you gotta remember all this at the end of the day is for entertainment. So like,
let me think though. Top 20. There's no way because it's like Kaido, right? Kainu, Dragon, Shanks, Blackbeard, 5. If you guys object to any of these, please let me know. Big Mom,
that's fine.
Mihawk, Aokiji, Kizaru, Green Bull. That's 10, right?
Okay.
Who else am I missing? Fujitora, Garp, Sabo, Rayleigh, Sengoku, 15.
I think.
I keep going.
I think everybody fighting Kaido right now is in the top 20. Not like a Killer and Zoro though.
Everyone I said is definitely stronger than Sanji for sure. Right? Even Sengoku, I think. Sengoku and Garp technically work too.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the ranking. Like, I think they're all in the top 20. Yeah.
Okay, let me keep going. I can keep going. I keep going. Let me think. Luffy.
It in the top 75.
Marco. Shiryu. Katakuri, definitely. We said Doflamingo, obviously. It's already 20. I think Kid is stronger than Zoro, Ryan. I'll be honest. I think Kid's stronger than both of them. Like, I know you don't like Kid, but Kid is stronger than Zoro and Sanji.
Kid's gotta be, I don't like saying it, but Kid's gotta, he's gotta be a tier.
He's a captain.
Like, he's gotta be stronger than Zoro.
He's a captain. Right? Like, the way it works. I guess you can be a shitty captain and Zoro can be stronger than you, but it just eliminates the use of all of them if Zoro's already stronger than the entire group. It's impossible.
Well, it doesn't have to be because Zoro is stronger than Law. I think that's kind of valid.
It depends on what you mean by stronger than Law. Because, they can do damage different ways. If you happen to not just be ridiculously Brock, and have the right hockey, you just lose to Law. Like there's not. Whereas, maybe Zoro can get around that by actually being able to cut him. But at that point, can he cut him?
All I know is Conqueror's hockey is a metric through which we measure who the real niggas are on the show. Everybody that has had Conqueror's hockey has been very real, okay? Mm-hmm. All that means is that you have a lot of potential. Kid has the potential to become a very powerful character. Potential. Right now, I think Zoro takes him out, personally. I think if they had to fight. I think after this arc ends, I think Kid could grow to then become stronger than Zoro.
It's just
by a little bit.
The problem is we don't know what Kid's hockey is at all, and we know what Zoro's is, and I'm assuming that Kid's hockey is strong enough to beat Zoro. That's my assumption. I think.
What's up?
I need Kid to see some I need him to do some better 1v1 situation type shit because he's not gonna have the time to just sit here and pull up a whole island worth of metal to go and fight people. You know what I mean?
But Oda's not gonna give him the time to do a 1-on-1, bro. This is not. There's too many characters. This is not possible to give him all that shine. It's just not.
I need some.
Some stuff will get off screen maybe, and I think he's gonna damage Kaido on some level.
At this point, I hope Kid is low key the sleeper final villain just to annoy Ryan. And I hope he like replaces Killer with like a woman.
If he creates like the Iron Giant, if he makes like the Iron Giant or the Iron Man, he's just flying around dusting niggas, that'd be hype.
Kid is actually Shanks' little brother. That's why he took his arm. He saw him and he was like, "Oh, what happened, big bro? Someone took your arm." And he was like,
honestly, I want to know about that. That's something I really want to know. Like, how did they even touch Shanks? Were they even close? Like, how did they get away so easily, though? I have all these questions.
I think Lucky Rue's the one that took his arm.
Nah, I think Beckman, bro. Beckman's bro. Like, I think he's also in the top 20. I skipped over him. He's top 20.
Oh, Beckman wasn't even on that list.
He's easily top 20. Like, Kizaru was really afraid of that dude. He's, oh shit. He's like,
he was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
But I think he has sea stone bullets in that gun, so I don't really know what that means, like in terms of his actual strength. But he definitely has like sea stone bullets.
He probably just hockeyed the gun. That's all. He doesn't even need sea stone bullets.
I don't know, but there's the fact that the admiral was like, oh shit. Like I think him and probably who's the other guy in this crew? Rue probably is also up there. I don't think Yasop's that strong, to be honest. I think he's like Usopp level basically, but like relative for Shanks kind of.
What's her name? Oh, forehead button girl. It's like something two. What the fuck?
Oh, the headbutt girl.
Ulti.
Yeah, Ulti.
Oh yeah, Ulti.
You know, sleeper prediction. I think Usopp takes her out.
No, he already destroyed. She already cracked his fucking skull.
No, she didn't. Usopp is.
I think they did the X-ray on it.
They did the X-ray.
Like the hit definitely was hard, but if you notice that Usopp is just chilling,
he did eat that. To be fair, he ate that.
He did eat
that. Like that. That's his thing. It's like he's just out here taking ass whoopings.
Like he just sat there and he was just like, Nami, don't say nothing, bro. Just pretend we dead. Just pretend we dead. I don't want to deal with this shit.
They're definitely gonna do something with them, and like there's something that's gonna happen. Maybe they'll assist Chopper. Honestly, they probably run into him, but they're not running from Big Mom anymore. They probably go help out Chopper.
Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because think about it, right? You know, all these Yonko commanders, all these beast pirates are walking around, and there's all the commanders. Somebody's got to take them out, and there's only so many other strong characters. Like all the Scabbards are down right now; they're done. So who the fuck is gonna fight him? Everybody from Wano, nobody from Wano's taking any of the commanders. Like, you know, nobody else's crew is really there. Like, you know, the only people who are there to take them out are the Straw Hats. So somebody's gonna have to start piecing them up.
Straw Hats and Marco, basically. Actually, that's about it. Yeah.
Like, who's there? Like, every Straw Hat's gonna have to take out somebody.
Yamato's gonna body some people too, though. Yamato's gonna body some people. Although she was in one of the last chapters, she gave Momo and Nasuke the Oda's book, and I wanted to know what was about that. The Willa D is in there. I need to know. And I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna get burned up or something. Like, there's no way we're gonna know what that is till the end. You think they just read the book?
Nah, I don't think that. I bet you it'll literally be Momo will read it and he'll be like, Luffy, I'll tell you what's in it, and Luffy will be like, fuck that. I gotta get to One Piece myself. Like,
I'd be so mad.
He's like, you can't be spilling the secrets, bro. Like, I'll find it myself. Like, you know.
I need to know.
He's gonna be like, Luffy Toto, I've read the book. I've seen the contents. He's gonna be like, and? He's gonna be like, I don't know how to read this language. And then they're just gonna give it to Robin, and then Robin reads it and sees what's in there.
Yeah, Robin would do that, actually. That's actually very fitting for Robin to do that.
Because Momo's like 8. I don't think Momo actually knows how to read the lost
She also
language.
wants to know what No, but if she knew what the Willa D was, she would then tell Luffy immediately. She's like, I don't care if you don't know this or not. And I'm pretty sure D is going to be, like, linked. I bet you, like, the word D is, like, destroyer, bro. It's going to be, like, God destroyer, bro. Like, niggas that kill gods and celestial dragons. This is going to be something like that.
I don't think the Will of D is going to be directly linked to One Piece, per se. Like, I don't think it's, like, the Will of D equals where One Piece is.
It's connected to the celestial dragons, bro. Anyone who's a D is basically against them entirely. That's basically
what it's
been.
Like, I think the Will of D and D is going to have to do directly with, like, how we got to the point, like, the Void Century and, like, the ancient weapons and shit. Like, the D people are going to be the people who, like, didn't get co-opted by the world government and, like, perpetuate the truth and, like, fight for freedom or some shit. It's going to stand for something like, you know, get rid of the chains or some shit.
They probably if you remember, were also celestial dragons, and they just dipped out from the pact, and they're like, all right, we're not doing this. We're against this entirely. But you're right, though.
Exactly.
They've not talked about the ancient weapons in a really long time. I'm really wondering, like, what happened after Crocodile was looking for the Pluton and shit. And obviously Frankie has that shit. But what's gonna happen with it? You know?
I mean, I feel like by the end of the series, we gotta see a couple of them, right? Like,
Frankie's
I think Frankie's gonna rebuild the ship.
The only one we've really seen, what the fuck is her name? The Mermaid Princess, Shirahoshi. Yeah. No, she's the only weapon we've seen so far, and she's by far the most underwhelming one. Like,
but is she a weapon or just a symbol of destruction? Like, we don't know if she actually does something. Does she? She said she will bring destruction.
I mean, her power is dope. Like her power is dope. She can control the Sea Kings and all, but like she's not like a gigantic gunboat with like nukes. Like that's lit. Like you can control the animals. Like, that's cool. But like I want to see some weapons where it's like,
bro. Like if there was like a Lion Shiki caliber level of like a fleet of fucking ships behind you, and she calls over the Sea Kings, you're taking out everybody but the main ship. Essentially, like Sea Kings are vicious.
They are. I'm not saying her power isn't strong. I'm just saying it's underwhelming for like an ancient weapon. Like, you know, if you say ancient, I want somebody to. You ever play Assassin's Creed? When I hear ancient weapon, I want somebody to pull out the fucking apple of Eden and mind control a country or some shit. That's the type of thing I'm talking about. Or I want somebody to take out a stick that when you pointed at things, like nukes come out of it or something. Like that's what I'm talking about when I hear ancient weapon. Like, you know, something that'll like the earth, like the land, the landscape or some shit. Like,
well, the joke has always been that Enel is gonna be like building Pluton on the moon or some shit. There's actually
You really think Enel's on the moon, bro? Do you believe that? People say that all the time.
There was some crazy theory that they were like One Piece gonna end in space, and I was like, nah, y'all are walling. But that ancient weapon Pluton, I don't really know. That's the one that's kind of shrouded in mystery, bro. Or was Pluton the ship? I thought Pluton was the ship.
It's a ship.
It's a ship. It's like a gunboat. It's like a brawling ass gunboat.
Like so far we only know Poseidon and Pluton, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, Crocodile was on to the third one, but like, it kind of was left.
There was no statements about it though. We don't actually know a name and nothing.
Oh, I think Robin read it, and Crocodile was like, "What's it say?" And she was just like, "I lied. There ain't nothing in here." And then he tried to kill it.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't think that this is a prediction for 1002, but I think in the next 10 chapters we're gonna start seeing the Grand Fleet soon. I think that's a really big possibility. Also, now I think about it, like maybe that's Endgame, and maybe that's not 10 chapters from now. But I think this year, there's gonna have to be a point where like, yo, there's too many of these people. How are we actually gonna close this all out alone? And then bam, a hydrogen comes out. And I was thinking, I was like, I'm just throwing random topics now. I'm just scratching it. So many theories go about Elbaf being like one of the last places they go, and I was like, if Big Mom stays alive, it makes sense on why she would if they actually ended up going there. That's the only thing that makes sense, and I don't think she goes down. I definitely don't. The more I think about it, I think she has way too much to the series, and we still don't know enough about her.
Well, like, I mean, just a prediction that could be in the next one or in the chapter soon is like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, one of the Yonko has to leave at some point before the other one even gets beat. Because I just don't see how, like, they're not powerful enough. Like, you know, all of them are needed to, like, just take on one of them. And even then, you know, Oda's still going to make a hard fought. Like, both of them at the same time, you can't get hit by both, really. Like, you know, if you take a clean hit, you know, if Luffy had actually got hit by that Thunder Bagua instead of, like, you know, dodging it, like, you know, he probably could have tanked it this time. But, like, yeah, how many can he take? 2?
Yeah, looks like 2. And, like, the rest of his fucking crew can't really help. Like, Sanji's not going to help him fight Big Mom. You know what I mean? So
at this point, yeah.
I'm looking it up also, and it looks like there's the third ancient weapon's Uranus, whatever.
Yeah.
But they mention it offhandedly like once, and still like we don't even know if Robin knows about it, but we know that she spoke about it with Neptune at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think those only come into play at the very end. I don't understand. Or honestly, I could see them being tossed to the side and only being left in like a backstory sense.
It could be. I mean, this is the story of Luffy, right? Becoming the Pirate King. It's not the story of the ancient weapons and the revolution and dragon and everything. But I don't know. I feel like in a good story, you give hints, but you give enough closure that people don't sit around feeling like shit was missed.
Yeah, there's just so many loose ends for that show, man.
Like what's it called? A Chekhov's gun, basically. Like,
if it's there,
if you
must use it.
If it's there, like, you're probably fucking using it. Like, and Oda's pretty good at that. Like, there's plenty of shit from like the beginning of the series that people say like, oh, he planned this from the beginning. I don't necessarily buy that, but I think he's very good at taking things he's created and like making something out of it. He like, there are certain points where he like introduced things where it doesn't really seem like he was gonna go a certain way with it, but he chose to, and it worked out really well. So I can see him at the end, like the end game.
I do definitely think though for the next chapter, I think we need a little bit of like a breather because this just got really intense. I think the perfect place for comic relief would either be going to see what Usopp and Nami are doing, even though their situation's a little intense, but Usopp can make it funny, or Sanji and Black Maria. I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna.
I also think we're getting more Drake. We're getting a lot more Drake this chapter because Drake's just obviously screwed because everyone's trying to kill him because oh shit, this dude's a traitor. And
yeah, that dude fucked. Like, I don't know how he's getting out of this.
I know because Hawkins was like, yo, one of y'all has like a 1% chance of living, and I don't know who that was. I think it's either Law, Luffy, or Drake. And I think it's Luffy just because, he beat the odds and he did it. But I think it's more likely to be Drake or Law and they die. Honestly.
I think Law has to die, bro, because
he will.
What's gonna happen after this alliance dissolves? Like, Law said he wants to know what happens, like in the Void Century or whatever. He was like, I made up my mind in that chapter when he was looking at the poneglyph, but it just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, I don't really think he's gonna double cross Luffy because he kind of owes his life to Luffy at this point. Like,
he's not gonna double cross him. They say that he might, and he's like, "Yo, we won't betray you," but I don't think so either. But I kind of wish he did. That'd be kind of hype.
I wish he did, but like, I don't know. At the end of the day, Law was a true adventurer, bro. Like, he's not like a.
And also, like,
he's not like a wild pirate. Like, he's not like on that Blackbeard, I'm only out for myself type shit. Like, he really was just out here to kill Doflamingo, and like, he was stronger than you. So as all the other strong characters in this show, like, if you messed with him, he would just like fuck you up. But
I will say this:
he's not really out here for chaos.
I will say this, Ryan. At the end of the day, one of the most things I'm disappointed about One Piece is the reason why I don't think he'd betray Luffy is because his crew is trash, straight garbage.
It's
all we know is that this dude's a bear, and he got probably some crazy Sulong powers, which would be kind of hype, and I'm kind of into that. But like, they don't do shit. They're so bad. They're scrubs. It's just Law.
They are, bro.
A little bit.
They're like new world, like late game One Piece scrubs. Like, his crew is probably not useless. Like, they're out there fighting somebody right now, aren't they? They're fighting some of these beast pirates, right?
Are they? Because I ain't seen no panels about them, bro.
I don't know.
You know how I know they're trash? They didn't even get no character design, bro. They got different hats. A couple of them got different hats.
2 hats and a bear. 2 hats and a bear.
There ain't no special fucking character design whatsoever.
2 hats and male Carrot, bro. What do you got? I think Carrot will watch that.
But think about it. That just means Law's even that more dope because, he's taking on even more of the fight. That'd be like if Luffy was fighting the boss, his like right hand man, the dude below him, and the dude below him every arc, and then
it's like if the crew was like Luffy and 10 Usopps, bro. Luffy and 10 Usopps, 2 wins. It's like, actually no, I'd say Luffy, 9 Usopps, and Carrot as a male. That's it. That's all you get. This man is dying immediately to fucking like Don Creek. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
He can't even be Arlong, bro. He would not be Arlong with that crew.
Yeah, no, it just goes to show how dope Law really is. Although he needs to fucking train, because
I think Law's gonna take an L at some point in this series.
Can I just say, did you see what Law threw at Kaido in this last match? In his last chapter, did you see what his attack was?
He's dropping rocks from wide angles and shit, right?
Bro, it was so sharp. Motherfucking rocks. Like,
why did you think that was strong enough, bro? Even if that's your power, rocks? Come on.
Some stalagmites.
Like, I understand that that's your power. Like, can't you throw like steel?
Can you throw some steel, bro? He could have put hockey on the tip of the rocks.
Like Luffy literally transforms into like Super Saiyan 4. Motherfucking kid summons a transformer, and Law's just like, what?
Dude.
Yo, Law's gonna be pretty useless unless as an assist in this way. He's pretty useless, bro. Let's be
but listen, Doflamingo could put hockey on the tips of his string. I think it's reasonable that Law could put some hockey at the tip of these mountain peaks.
I don't think so, man. I think he'd only do it with his sword. I think that's the best he could do.
Nah, you can put hockey on like shit that you're.
It's the you're holding. Are you sure? Because we don't even know if Kid could do that. We don't even know if Kid could do that.
I think he could have put hockey on the metal arm and shit.
If we haven't seen either of those yet, to be fair.
I would think it would be Kid would be pretty nerfed if he couldn't put hockey like on his like the things he was hitting people with if they're connected to him. Like
I mean, same with Law. Honestly, they're both pretty nerfed if that doesn't happen. And we didn't see him do it in Punk Hazard or in Dressrosa. So how are we supposed to know he would do that anytime after? I think Kid might. I think Kid has the better potential because we haven't seen him do anything.
Like they have to because low-key think about it this way: the Scabbards knew Ryu, like so I would say Kid and Law are stronger than the fucking Scabbards. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Nah, y'all gonna say the Scabbards? Y'all gonna say the Scabbards stronger?
I think Law is stronger than all of them.
I mean, I think that one dude that beef with Zoro a little bit could probably handle Kid.
Which one is that? Was that Ashura Doji?
You really hate Kid.
Boss Kiyashiro.
The shit out of Kid.
I don't know, man.
I didn't say he would. I didn't say he would beat. Okay, he wouldn't beat him, but he could hold his own for a little bit.
Who is the strongest out of them? It's probably Denjiro, bro. Honestly,
I think it's Kiyashiro, bro.
No.
Because Ashura, he slashed Jack, which is pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, we said the same person actually. I just realized we said the exact same name. I said Denjiro, Kyoshiro, the same name. Yeah. Anyone who did not go through the time skip is super brolic compared to the rest of them. Like Kinemon is not that strong relative to niggas that stayed there for 20 years.
Yeah, real talk.
I would probably say, say
Kinemon's probably the
most
strong out of all of them.
Either Nekomamushi or Inomamushi or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty brock.
I don't know, man. Denjiro took that sword blast from Zoro. He's like, yo, let me just deflect this shit off. Get the fuck out of here.
Kaido took him out.
Oh shit! I forgot. He did.
He took everyone out, bro. He took everyone out. Nobody knows. And I think on some of it, which I'm kind of ready for the anime, the pacing is garbage, but I kind of need a little filler to understand like the bits in between. I need some filler, low key. I kind of do. Like that's not like everything we've seen is not enough action. I think for an episode, and I think they're gonna pad it, and I hope it's for the better. I hope we'll see. Like I don't know.
Like yeah. There's so much to go down. Like I can't believe we're only at 1,001 right now because it seems like this man's gonna have to write 1,000 other chapters to finish this fucking series.
I don't think 5 years. I think it's for 5 years.
I don't think he needs another 1,000 chapters. I do think
we need a couple of years, bro. At least 5.
I think he needs a solid 350. I would say.
Because it seems to me we're at least at the minimum 2 to 3 arcs away from the end of the series. Because he still has to acquire, the rest of the pieces to get to One Piece. He's got to get there. And, obviously, it's not going to be easy doing that. And there's probably going to be, there's maybe an arc where, he's actually, like, completing it and becomes a Pirate King or some shit. But, like, and each arc takes at least, a year and a half to 2 years. So,
I mean,
and that's at the
grab
minimum.
The last poneglyph. They're already pretty close. They have 3, right? They're already there. Like, they just need 1 more. Yeah, they're already in the location where it is at this point. I think it's soon. And I'm trying. I usually do in the year. They said year time, which is like 5 years. I'm pretty sure we get maybe like 30, 35 chapters a year on a regular schedule. So I would say, I guess I don't know, 150 chapters at least.
We need 350, bro. I can't see him wrapping. I can't see him wrapping the shit up on 150.
He said he knows what the end is, and I think the end is like. Actually, we could save this for a different stream now that I think about it. But I'll probably bears repeating. I think Luffy's gonna die at the One Piece, bro. He's not gonna live.
Too.
He's not gonna live.
I think so too.
You know how many times he's like done things that have shortened his lifespan, and he's like, all right, let's just do it. All right, for like 4 or 3 times he's done that before. Like, I don't know, man. This all seems like he's not gonna live very long after becoming the Pirate King.
And I think of all this foreshadow of him mimicking like what the Pirate King was about and stuff like that.
He'll be Roger,
like,
basically.
Comparison to Roger. Roger died pretty soon after he conquered the One Piece. Like pretty much right after he found peace and turned himself into the government.
I don't think Luffy would turn himself into the government, though. That's the thing.
Well, no, he won't. Like he would
what
die.
What if the weight of the One Piece, like, you know, puts you like 3 months before you die? The will of D is that heavy or some shit? Because think about it this way, like, you know, in that flashback, you know, Ace said that no, Yamato said Ace said Roger said some phrase or whatever before he was gonna go, you know, get the One Piece, like, and that everybody laughed at him when he said it.
He's like, and I'll be
yeah, exactly. And Luffy said that same shit, and we don't know what it is. So, like, you know, I could see it being something like, oh, I'm gonna be free or something, and you get to the One Piece and you learn the truth and you ascend or some stupid shit like that.
Actually, I could see Luffy turning himself in because I was like, why would Roger turn himself in? And the only reason he did was to tell niggas to look for this shit. You know, he's like, I turned myself in so y'all niggas know to look for the One Piece. Because otherwise, he had no reason to turn himself in, did he? Like,
but no, he was dying of natural causes.
Yeah, he could have just died.
Yeah,
like, I think he did it to announce it to the world. Like, he could have just died if he wanted to. I think he just wanted to die announcing to the world what was going on.
A dealer? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We can honestly follow up on a different time. If you want to do this like next week, or the chapter obviously drops on Friday.
I mean, yeah, I'm down to do this. Like,
I'd be down for a chapter reaction. That'd be cool.
It's not like I'm doing shit else. I mean, it's coronavirus, man. Like, there's nothing to do.
Also, we're gonna edit out. We're gonna edit out y'all fucking. We're gonna edit out y'all fucking clowning on me about